everyone, it's Andy Glen here from Sharks TV, and as always, I'm delighted to be joined by the Sharks' most recent signing. It's Mr. Kyle Carruth. Kyle, how are you doing?
Yeah, good, Andy. Thanks. Happy to be here again.
Fantastic, and congratulations to you on signing with the Sharks, which that must be really exciting for you.
Yeah, really exciting to obviously new league, new owners. So there's a lot of exciting things on the way. So I'm just hoping to get kick-started really soon.
I'll ask you about that in a wee minute, but let's take a bit of time to think back to last season, which was a fantastic season for you, for both the Sharks and the Caps. So tell me a bit about last season.
Well, I think most people know I was obviously signed with the Sharks at the beginning of last season, the first half, and then ended up signing a two-way with the Edinburgh Capitals. So was playing Div 1 here in SNL in Edinburgh, but I got a good mixture of both, which was obviously a good start to first kind of introduction to senior hockey. So it was really good.
And you showed some skills. You showed some fantastic skills. You scored a shed load of goals. So I want to know a bit about your personal highlights from last year, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, that's fine. I think me personally, highlights for the Sharks, I think, was scoring that first goal against Whitley in my second home game. That was a nice one. Family and stuff were there, so my mum, my dad, and obviously my uncle Jamie's the assistant coach, so he was on the bench, and it was just a good feeling, really. You know, score that goal in front of home fans, and yeah, and then Edinburgh was the same actually. Whitley as well. We beat them in the Challenge Cup over the two legs. First me and Ian's first weekend with the Capitals, and we managed to go home cup. So first time for Whitley, so it was a really good experience. And
I mean, I still remember that first goal against Whitley. Lovely finish by you. Took your time, put it away. Tell me you've still got the puck.
Well, yeah. So yeah, that was that really. I kind of got it, and I came out the corner, and I seen Craner coming through the net, and I came around the circle. So I just tried my best not to hit him, and it worked out pretty well, and it went in between the keeper's legs. So managed to get that one. I was pretty hyped to that one after that, really. Yeah,
tell me you've still got the puck as a memento, because it came back to the bench fairly quickly, didn't it? Surely somebody taped it up and marked it, yeah?
I remember who it was, actually. I think it might have been was it Richard that went and got it, Bentham. So he went and got the puck. So when it came, it was back to the bench for a net. So I think it was Scooter that got off the bench and it was quick putting it in his pocket. So
brilliant. Yeah, I think it was Bentham. From my memory, it was that. But I think you scored a hat trick for the Caps as well, didn't you? First season.
No, unfortunately, I didn't. I think it was three weekends in a row, home games. I was coming close. It was the league decider against Aberdeen. Scored 2 goals in the first period. Couldn't get a third, and then we got beaten the last few seconds on an empty net goal. I think we got beat 6-5 that game. 6-4, sorry. Again in North Ayr, scored an early goal in the first few minutes, and just I was hoping to get a hat trick, but was just unlucky and couldn't get one.
The fans loved you. Now I'm going to ask you a horrible question. What was worse for you? Not getting that title in Aberdeen in the SNL, or missing the game in Coventry because you were playing for GB?
It's a tough one, really, that one. Obviously with Edinburgh, we started off right at the bottom of the table, new team, new guys, only trained a few times. Unfortunately, I wasn't there to play from the start, but me and Cian came in halfway through, so got all that way, climbed the top of the table, and then just had our chance, and we just blew it, really. But I wanted to go to Coventry, obviously, with them playing last year as well. I was too young, and then signing this season, so yeah, I was gutted to miss the Coventry final, and it was just it wasn't great. So I was hoping to get a little bit of silverware from that season. So it was.
I was going to say, Kyle, it's an unfair question, but my kind of follow-up question was, you and Key in particular drove the Capitals to the top of that league, and I think without you, they probably wouldn't have been in that position. So you take great credit from that, and you obviously played a huge role in the Sharks getting to the Coventry final. And yeah, you weren't there, but you had a tremendous season last year, and now you've got to kick on to next season. How do you feel your game developed over last season, and what are you looking to develop further for this season?
I think starting the last season, where I think the first home game was Billingham. I think this was before we had our top and we played in those yellow ones. So I think that was the first game. I was a little bit nervous because obviously playing juniors, it's bigger and just faster, stronger. Really, that's what it is. Just a lot faster. So first few shifts, I was kind of nervous after that, and then I'm not really too sure what happened after that. I think I just kind of hit the ground running, scored that goal, just kind of went on from there. Really, went to Edinburgh, played loads of minutes in Edinburgh, so was playing 2 games at least every, getting good minutes. So we're playing on that massive ice pack in Edinburgh. You get loads of time on the puck, so that really impacted when I came back to Solway, playing in front of the home fans again in Dumfries. So that really helped.
Good. Who was your biggest influence and help last year?
I think mostly, Spud and Jamie. I think obviously when I first came into the club, I got put into good hands straight away, and Spud and Jamie have just kind of pushed on me to get to the top of my game and where I am just now. So I'm really thankful for that. Yeah.
And what are they asking you to develop further for next season? What are you going to work hard on?
Just off the ice, really. I think mostly it's just my physical aspect of the game. It's just getting that a little bit faster, that a little bit stronger, and just overall just being a better person and a better player. And so I'm just hoping to get to the top of my game as soon as I can. So I'm hoping to, me and a couple of the boys are on a programme just now in the off season. So hoping I get kick started in the season. I'm just going to hit the ground running and just really looking forward to the season.
That's great. And what do you think of the team so far that's been announced? It's looking good, isn't it?
A lot more local boys than I expected, but it's good. Obviously, they've played all these last few years, so it's good to see that they're getting the opportunity again to play at that level, because they've obviously played for quite that bit of time to get us there, and it's really good. Yeah, obviously you've got Barry, who's coming down from the Elite League again, and obviously Liam as well. So it's good to have Liam back, and obviously Barry as well.
You've been chatting with any of them?
Yeah, I speak to Barry quite a lot actually. He's quite a big supporter, so he gets me through things, and just keeps me on the right tracks really. So I'm glad that he's there. So I've got kind of someone to look up to this year. So I'm excited for that.
That's great. That's absolutely fantastic to hear. What are your thoughts on the coming season? Where do you think we're going to be?
I don't think we're going to do as bad as I'd imagine some other fans and other teams will think, but I think we're going to finish at decent place in the table. I think with the team we've got, and obviously the goalies and the new players, still yet imports to come in, so I think we're going to do pretty well. We've got high hopes.
I'll tell you what, we're all going to be really interested to watch you and Ian, but talking to you just now, we're going to be really interested to see how you develop and how you play this season. And I don't think you guys are going to be out of place in this team. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, so am I. Probably just a big jump up, really, from playing under 16s and under 19s, and then straight to the Div 1 and then SNL. So it's good to see that Jamie and Spud are giving us that chance to jump up to the next level. So
For sure, for sure, it's a great opportunity.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that, Kyle?
Just going to grab the opportunity with 2 hands and see where it takes us.
Fantastic, absolutely right. Right, thank you so much for talking to me. I'm just about to finish, but as with all the interviews I've done, the last question is a message from you to the fans. Any messages for all the Carruth fans out
Hoping all the fans are excited as me and the rest of the team. So I'm hoping to pack out the building as soon as the puck drops to start the season.
We absolutely will, and we'll be there shouting you on. You'll have loads of folk in your corner. Kyle Carruth, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. And we will speak to you throughout the season, and we'll see you in a few weeks on the ice.
Cheers, Andy. Hopefully see you soon.
Take care, man.